Self-denial, the path to inner strength and lasting growth. In a world that constantly encourages comfort, indulgence, and instant gratification, self-denial stands as a quiet but powerful counter-practice. Far from being about punishment or deprivation, true self-denial is the intentional choice to set aside short-term desires in favor of deeper values, long-term goals, and spiritual maturity. At its heart, self-denial is the discipline of saying no to what weakens us so we can say yes to what truly matters. What is self-denial? Self-denial is the conscious act of restraining personal impulses, whether emotional, physical, or material, for the sake of higher purpose. It involves self-control, humility, and clarity about one's priorities. This practice appears across many traditions and philosophies, but it is especially emphasized in Christian teaching. Jesus Christ taught that following a meaningful spiritual path requires letting go of self-centeredness and embracing sacrifice. In the Holy Bible, believers are encouraged to deny themselves, take up their cross, and pursue a life aligned with God's will. Yet even outside religious contexts, self-denial remains a universal principle for personal growth. Why self-denial matters. 1. Builds character. Every time you resist an unhealthy habit or selfish impulse, you strengthen your inner discipline. Over time, this develops resilience, patience, and integrity. 2. Clarifies purpose. Self-denial helps distinguish between wants and needs. By removing distractions, you gain clearer insight into your true goals and values. 3. Promotes emotional maturity. Learning to pause before reacting fosters emotional intelligence. You become less controlled by moods and more guided by wisdom. 4. Deepens spiritual life. For many, self-denial creates space for prayer, reflection, and service, redirecting attention from self towards something greater. Self-denial versus self-neglect. It's important to draw a clear line. Self-denial is not self-harm or self-hatred. Healthy self-denial is purposeful and life-giving. It does not ignore basic needs or suppress emotions. Instead, it gently reorders priorities, placing growth above comfort and meaning above pleasure. True self-denial leads to freedom, not exhaustion. Practical ways to practice self-denial. You don't need dramatic gestures. Small daily choices are powerful. Limiting screen time to be more present with family. Choosing silence instead of reacting in anger. Skipping unnecessary purchases to practice gratitude. Waking earlier for reflection or prayer. Serving others even when it's inconvenient. These simple acts, repeated consistently, reshape character over time. The paradox of self-denial. Ironically, those who practice self-denial often discover deeper joy. By loosening the grip of ego and appetite, they gain peace, clarity, and purpose. What feels like loss at first becomes gain, a richer inner life and stronger sense of direction. Self-denial teaches us that fulfillment does not come from getting everything we want, but from becoming who we are meant to be. Final thoughts. Self-denial is not about living smaller, it's about living wiser. It is the quiet strength behind meaningful achievement, healthy relationships, and spiritual depth. In choosing restraint, we choose growth. In surrendering selfish desires, we discover lasting freedom. When practiced with balance and intention, self-denial becomes one of life's most transformative disciplines.